A Callisto's Emperor on the Lion SMP. I truly did so much. Chilling in my room, lapping in the hallways, aura farming. Even stand-up comedy. Okay. Why did the chicken cross the road to get to the other side? But as the years went by as Callisto's Emperor, I began to notice something in the back of my mind. Something I could no longer ignore. And what might this thing be, you may ask, dear viewer? Well, to put it to you straight, the city is way too empty. I mean, I gotta tell you guys, it is genuinely crazy how empty this place is. You got an empty space here, you got an empty space there, over here, just everywhere in this city. And there's like no building. There's no building being done by anyone else. Which is why it has fallen to me to do this. Only I can achieve this goal. She achieved this task and truly makes Callisto great. Okay, maybe I'm over-exaggerating a little bit, but as everyone knows, the worst thing you can do as a Minecraft player is to leave a build unfinished. And what better way to begin our building journey than to establish our court of law? That's right, everybody. In this video, we're going to be dodging lawsuits, subpoenas, all the like, thanks to our grand spanking new build that's going to be coming today, the Courthouse of Callisto. But before we head on to our creative world, I just want to take this time to shamelessly plug my YouTube channel and tell you guys to subscribe so that I can keep making these kinds of videos, because I've actually been quite enjoying how making all this happen, and it's like, oh my god, it's really awesome. So like, please subscribe, it'd be really cool. And yeah, enjoy the rest of the video. All right, so here I've basically put the exact copy of how large the plot is going to be from Callisto to this creative world of mine. And here I'm just going to probably like play around with the block palette for now. So I might use some like quartz, diorite, calcite, all the works. So I don't know. We'll just see. I'll update you back on like the block palette itself. See how that turns out. Right. So I've considered the usage of combining quartz, calcite, smooth diorite, polished diorite, and normal diorite to kind of make a bit of a gradient here. And I'm thinking of kind of like splotching that around the outside of the courthouse itself. I don't know if I might play around with a bit of pale oak too. Hold on. Let me just pale oak and just see like maybe how it compares to maybe some of the hold up. I think it could work well with the pillars actually. So if I had like pale oak blended, okay, yeah, I see what I can do. I can add like a bit of texture if I want to make a pillar or something. That would be really good. And I have dark oak here because I was thinking I might want to play around with some like a dark wood palette for the interior to kind of give that contrast, that good contrast. And I'm wondering on like what the glass should be, maybe if I'm gonna put some good windows around. But yeah, for now, that's going to be the general idea. So hopefully soon we're going to get to building. Right then. So it seems that I've kind of settled on like a stair pattern at the beginning where I kind of walk up these stairs and then I enter here. And then what I'm kind of imagining, right, is I have this door, like a big door, maybe of dark oak, and then like some seats here, some seats there, and then like the judge podium and the witness stands and whatnot. But I've also wanted to kind of record this little section here to show this. This is kind of like a rough idea that I want to have for the pillar. And what I have in mind is essentially to create like this kind of arch bit at the top where it kind of looks like it's curving a bit. And I think I've captured that pretty well with these shelves. I like the shelves, actually. These are probably one of the best kind of uses of quote-unquote vertical slabs that could be added to Minecraft. The reason being is that it just makes it a lot easier to kind of create a bit of texture if you're working on pillars. And so I'm going to see if I can replicate that in each one of these. And then I can create like a slanted roof here. And just see what works, really. I'm quite excited to see what happens with this, honestly. Oh yeah. Now this is giving judicial over here. I know what you're all gonna say, and let me tell you, I should have definitely recorded a lot more of this. So we did a bit of a 1-2 skip a few, you see, and I've currently landed at this interesting design for the exterior. I might change this bit here, mainly because I'm just trying to figure out how to do the interior now, and also just how to do this entrance box for the main room. So this is what I've landed on, kind of to be the inside. So I've got all this space to have all the seats and whatnot. But here, oh my gosh, let me tell you, I did this the other day, and then I logged off, and then I came back on just now, and oh my god, and it aged perfectly. Like, I like this even more now. I've added some, like, texturing to this roof. Like, I'm playing around with the block palette a bit here. Then I've got these pillars. Oh my gosh, these pillars. I mean, look at them. I mean, there's like the texture here, just the way I've put these shelves to give this like kind of curve to it, and it just adds so much. It kind of looks like a support structure as well, like how you'd kind of support the top a lot more, and the way it's just all kind of evenly distributing the weight of this roof. It just, oh my gosh, it just looks amazing. But yeah, I'll definitely tweak the design a bit more. Maybe through this bit here, I might remove this actually, and just have it like that. I think that would actually work a lot better. Yeah. Yeah, that small difference just makes so much. It just does so much of a change. I was thinking of adding a clock here, but I realized, how would I do that? I was probably thinking because the server has an invisibility thing. You have an item frame and a clock. How would that look? Absolutely terrible. What made me think that I could ever do that? I'm such a stupid individual. But regardless of this, I think it's going along pretty well. Look at it. Oh, lovely. Lovely, lovely, lovely. Another thing that I found pretty cool about this is the way I've kind of put these soul torches here. So I've put them behind the pillars so that you don't really notice them. So they're not like an overwhelming part of the design. And so that it kind of, like, if I set the time midnight, it has this like glow to it, which is just really lovely. I mean, look at that. And here we are, ladies and gentlemen, with the finished product. Oh my god. I missed building so much, because this just reminded me like how great it is, how great it feels to make something just off the top of your head by looking at a couple of real life reference images, and here we are with such a lovely little interior as well. I mean, like, I like what I did with the pillars here and this kind of support structure. And I also like what I did with the lanterns too. I like the idea of using the copper ones because it kind of blends in nicely with the background here. I still don't know what to do with the roof. I might just leave it like this. Kind of gives a more of a... It gives an ancient vibe, but also a renovated vibe, right? So it's as if I had this up here, like from an old ancient building, and then I added these like pillars here as like support to keep it sturdy and give it a more modern look. And then we got the judge seat. Oh, wow. What a nice looking seat, I guess. It's my best attempt, let's be honest. I haven't built in a while. So it's the best thing I could do. I'm quite happy with it, to be honest. And I think it doesn't matter if it's not the best thing in the universe, you know? It doesn't have to be that great. But if it's yours, then that's just all that matters, to be fair. But yeah, I'm going to go ahead and turn this into a Latomatica file, and we're going to bring this thing into the Lion SMP. Alright then, so I've turned it into a file. Hopefully, let's just take a look at the block sign. Oh, this is gonna take a while. But as is the nature of Minecraft buildings, when you see a giant list of blocks before you, you don't back down in fear, but you face it with pride, with honor, with glory. This also means that I'm going to need a lot of quartz for this project, and I do not have a lot of quartz. Oh, it's perfect. It just about fits as well. Look at this. You go to here. It just barely kisses the wall. Oh my god. I am actually the greatest builder of all time. Forget I said anything about it looking not perfect. This is the greatest thing in history, and no one else is ever going to rival such a tremendous achievement. I am awesome. So for this build, I am going to need quite a bit of diorite. Fortunately, I have a few. With my pretty small stock of diorite, I have now been able to acquire all of the diorite that I need. And now the next thing I got to get is the pale oak and the rest of the woods. Nailed it. And just like that, all the woods have been acquired. Of course, now the hardest part of the entire thing is going to be the quartz. I mean, I have like no quartz in my base, I think. It's absolutely dreadful out here. I need to go and get some like in the nether, which is obscene and unheard of. And I would never wish that upon anyone in the universe. Oh. Never mind, I guess. I don't know what divine being bestowed their might and willpower upon me, but I did not know I had this much quartz. Alright? I'm gonna be so real with you. This is the most quartz I think I've had in my life. And let me be honest, I am not complaining. I have to be really honest with you all, this has got to be the most educational Minecraft build that I've ever done, because what do you mean you get smooth quartz blocks by smelting a block of quartz? Like, for the past, like, 10 or so years I've been playing Minecraft, I did not know that you could do this at all. Like, it's actually insane. It just goes to show how crazy, like, all of the different parts of Minecraft are, in a way. Because, like, I'm still learning about this stuff that was here since, like, I don't even know, 2014, 2015? Absolutely crazy. Yeah, I am definitely going to need a lot more quartz than this. So, of course, as all people must do, as all YouTubers must do, I must undergo some off-camera mining. Off-camera mining. Off-camber mining. Oh, hey, this guy looks familiar. And some more off-camera mining. How I love off-camera mining.
Portal here, and only this first portal, I'm gonna put the driving side in the overworld
right
here. So then, of course, in the
off-camera mining. And so here we are, after our off-camera mining, all the materials that we will need for this incredible courthouse. And so in that case, without further ado, let's begin the building. At long last, we finally have it. The courthouse! Oh my gosh. Think of all of the laws I am going to break that will get me sued to get me to be here. And guess what? I'm gonna be the judge. I also changed the banner to look like Callisto, because obviously. But I will be the judge and the jury and the executioner. There's no jury, there's just me. I'm the only one that's going to be doing this. These are audience seats, all right? They don't get any say, all right? I'm the only one with power. Whoever stands there, they're being accused of a crime. And I'm going to be the one in control. I'm going to be the one deciding what happens to them. Oh, it's going to be lovely. And there's going to be zero repercussions for any of this. I do hope you all enjoyed this video, and I hope to see you all next time, because this isn't the end. Oh my gosh, the way I've filled up this city a little bit, it's got me feeling good. I think I'm gonna make more. I'm gonna keep going. I'm not gonna stop here. I'm gonna do this place, over there, that little corner, over here, down there. There's like nothing here. I'm gonna add a lot more. This place is gonna be so packed. And I gotta say, this build was probably the most difficult one that I could have done, because look at that block palette. Do you have any idea how hard it was to navigate my inventory with that thing? Absolutely dreadful. But next time, there's gonna be so much better stuff to deal with, and I hope that all of you will be able to see it. And also a real quick note before I go, as well as subscribing to my awesome channel, which you obviously should have, you can also do something even cooler and subscribe to this guy's channel as well, Twining Lion, the creator of the Lion SMP, which I made this video in. So go ahead and give this guy some love, as well as giving me some love, because I obviously need subscribers a bit more than he might, but I think it'd be awesome if we both did really well because of this video. And so with that, I hope you guys enjoyed. I'll see you in the next one.